All right, so this is going to be your first video. It's not so much a lecture, more of just kind of a brief discussion on my expectations of you guys. And then at the end, if you want, go ahead and email me some expectations you have of me and some expectations you might have coming out of this course after the semester is over. So obviously, this is Accounting 201. It's an introduction to financial accounting. And so with that, we need to be a little bit honest with ourselves. Let's be just a little bit honest, okay? Not everyone in this class is interested in accounting, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Hopefully, we'll get you somewhat interested in it through some of the topics that we discuss in the course. Hopefully by the end of the semester, you can kind of get a picture as to why accounting is important for you as a management major or a human resources major or construction management, or even the fashion and design students. They can see benefit out of this, especially those that have an entrepreneurial type spirit, right, that are going to be starting their own business. You'll see the benefits of understanding accounting. I always tell everybody, really, the people that I have seen be the most successful in business are the ones that really did have a deeper understanding of accounting and the concepts behind accounting. Some of you are going to struggle in this class. You're going to struggle with some of the concepts. You're going to struggle with some of the terminology. We use a lot of terminology in this class. A lot of it you haven't heard before, or maybe you have heard some of it before, but you're really just not sure what it means. You may struggle with the course load. There's a lot of work that goes into this class, and especially at the beginning when you're really not sure what you're doing in all situations, the course load may seem heavy. So some of you are going to struggle with that. And honestly, you got to pass this class. If you're a major in the College of Business, you have to have this class and you got to get through it. Some of you that are accounting majors, you may need a B to move on to Accounting 301. Some of you only need a C. Some of you can get by with a grade that might be slightly lower than that. But just know that you're going to get out of this course what you put into it. Okay? So there is some good news here. There are a lot of resources at your disposal to help you succeed. You just have to be willing to use those resources and ask for those resources. You can't be scared to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed to ask for help. I know that most of you, this is the first time you've seen a lot of this information. So it's not like taking English 101 again, one of your comp classes where you've spent the last 12 years of your life learning how to read and write English, right? For most of you, some of you international students, learning in your language. But this is all new information to you for the most part. So I understand that there is a struggle for it, but you've got to be willing to ask for the help. And the good news is, like I said, there are a lot of resources at your disposal to help you succeed. I am one of those resources. Absolutely am one of those resources. I want nothing more than to see you guys succeed in this class. I want to see if in an ideal world for me, every single one of you would walk out of this class at the end of the semester with a smile on your face saying, hey, I learned something, or I at least understand now why accounting is so important to understand, to at least have those basic concepts of accounting. I will do everything in my power to make sure you succeed in this class. I absolutely 100% mean it, but you've got to be putting in the effort too. Okay? If you're not reaching out to me for help, I don't know that you need help. I have a lot of students. I teach sometimes 4 sections of this class in a semester. So you can imagine how many students I have. And if you're not reaching out to me asking those questions, if you're not putting in the effort to get the help, I don't know. But if you put in the effort to get the help, if you're reaching out to ask questions, I'm going to put in that same equal effort to help you out. Make sure that you get that help so that when you walk out of my office or we get off that Zoom call, you have a better understanding of the concepts that you were struggling with than you did when we started. That's my goal, and that's my promise to you. If you are willing to ask for that help, I am willing to give it. Also, you have the GAs, the graduate assistants here in the School of Accountancy. They've all got tutoring hours. That's part of their job. They've got to do it, so you might as well use them, right? These are grad students. Right? They understand the concepts that you guys are talking about, that we're discussing in this class. Okay, so they're going to be able to help you. They're going to be able to walk you through each of the problems. I've gone so far as to sit with them and kind of say, hey, these are the points that I'm hitting in class. That way you've got some consistency. If you go down to the GAs and you talk to them, you've got some consistency about what I'm saying in class and what you're hearing from the GAs. Now, if it doesn't jive, if you're not feeling good about the way I'm teaching something, you can always explain that to them. It's no skin off my back. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Not everybody learns the same way. Not everybody jives with my teaching style or with other instructors' teaching styles. So you find what works for you. This is, after all, about your success, right? So use the GAs. They are going to be able to help you. They are smart. They know accounting. They're going to be able to walk you through these things. Beta Alpha Psi is another. The members in Beta Alpha Psi are also offering tutoring hours. Now, these are different hours than the GA hours, which is a good thing. If you can't make it to GA hours, you may be able to make it to Beta Alpha Psi hours. Now, Beta Alpha Psi is an organization here on campus. It is a student organization. They are required to hold a certain GPA. They are, for the most part, accounting students. It's open to accounting, finance, and IT students, but 95% of them are accounting students. So if you come to them for help, they're in 300 level classes for accounting. They're going to be able to help you with this, especially with 201 stuff. So don't hesitate to get with Beta Alpha Psi and have them help you as well. Digital version of your textbook has excellent videos that walk you through many of the concepts, many of the problems. When I say short videos, I mean it. Most of them are less than a minute long. They're 30 seconds. Here's how you do this. Here's a problem that is almost exactly the same. We're just using different numbers. Now go and do your problem. So please utilize your textbook as a resource. It is one of the resources that you have. Please, 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 please utilize it. It is so helpful. There is a reason that Dr. Ravenscraft and I reviewed textbooks and picked this one to teach this class with. We feel like it's a great textbook. Also, we're in class 2 to 3 times a week, which doesn't apply to you guys because we're online. I forgot to take that out for this slide, but same thing applies. Use opportunities. If throughout the semester, I may provide opportunities to get on like Blackboard Collaborate and ask questions, to do a review session on Blackboard Collaborate before an exam, something of that nature. Utilize those resources. Utilize those opportunities to ask questions that you're struggling with. I guarantee you, if you have a question, there are 10 to 15 other students in the class that have that exact same question. It's just who's going to be the first one to be brave enough to raise their hand and ask the question, or in you guys' case online, email me and ask me the question. Okay. And then you guys are also going to be occasionally working in groups. So your group members, they're there for you to lean on. Okay. Lean on your group members. So let's talk a little bit about expectations, yours and mine. You guys, at the end, you can email me or contact me with any expectations or concerns that you might have. So I expect the following from you as college students. Number one, that you're courteous to me and you're courteous to each other. So if we have discussion posts, anything like that, you need to be courteous. There needs to be a collegial discord amongst each other, okay? I expect that you guys are studying independently outside of class, probably 2 to 3 hours a week. Typically what I heard when I was an undergraduate was if you have a 3 credit hour class, you should be spending 3 hours a week at least on the coursework. I expect that from you guys. This, like I said, this is mostly new information for you guys, so it's going to take some repetition to really learn it. Notice I don't say memorize it. Memorizing is good, committing some of this to memory is good, but understanding why we do some of these things is really going to help you out. So you should be spending a couple hours a week on this outside of class time. Regularly check Blackboard, watch lecture videos. You're going to be missing a lot if you don't utilize those resources, right? So I'm going to post lecture videos. I'm going to post examples, walking through examples that are similar to homework problems, similar to quiz problems, things like that. Regularly check your Blackboard. I don't mean once a week or once every other week or the Sunday night an hour before homework is due. I mean, you should probably be checking every day or every other day at the very least, okay? Make sure you're watching the lecture videos. I know they can be extremely boring. Doesn't matter what I do to try and make them more entertaining. They're going to be a little bit boring, and I apologize for that. But you need to be watching them. It's going to help you get to the core of some of these concepts. Read the syllabus thoroughly. I'm not a big fan of spending an entire day or an entire hour of a video walking through the syllabus. A lot of it is the exact same that you've seen through your other classes. Any university-wide policies are going to be online on the left-hand side of your Blackboard. There are a few policies that I have in place that are specific to my classes, so you're going to want to be familiar with those. Ask questions. We don't have a synchronous class time for this online module, but you should be asking questions as you're watching the lecture videos. Write things down that you're confused about. Make highlights in your notes. Dr. Ravenscraft and I have went through and created sets of notes for every chapter, right? So you can follow along easily, write down the important things, highlight those things that you don't understand, and then ask me questions about them. Post them to the class discussion board where everybody can see it, because like I said a couple of minutes ago, if you've got that question, there's probably 10 to 15 other students that have that exact same question. But if nobody's asking it, it can't get answered. And we're going to move along in this class as though, if you're not asking questions, you understand the concepts. Okay? We're not going to take any late work in this course. You guys are university students. I'm just not, I don't accept late work at this point. There's really not much excuse, especially in an online class, to not turn your work in on time. You've got a week for all of your assignments, sometimes more than that, depending on how long it takes us to get through a chapter. You might have 2 weeks to get through homework, quiz, and your notes, right? So I expect you to turn your homework in on time. So no late work. Obviously, I'll make any exceptions to the no late work thing if I make a mistake on a due date or something like that, or there are issues with Blackboard or issues with Connect. In those instances, yes, of course, I'll make exceptions. I'm not here to make sure you guys fail or hate this class. I'm here to facilitate your success. And if something I have done or something the programs we're using has done has impeded that success, then we're going to correct that. Also, just try to keep an open mind, okay? I'm going to try and show you guys. One of the big things I want to do in this class is to show you guys in each chapter how some of the topics that we discuss are going to be applicable to all the majors in the College of Business. There's a reason this is a core class for your curriculum in the College of Business, right? Like, everybody needs to understand at least some of the basic accounting concepts. And as we talk about financial statements and as we talk about analysis, you guys will really, really understand why. And hopefully some of the projects that we do and some of the homework assignments dealing with like Tableau and data visualization and analysis, that'll help you really understand how you, as maybe a marketing major or as a management major, really are going to be able to utilize this information to your benefit in your career. So, having said that, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, any expectations that you have of me, I would love to hear them, please. You'll find that I am very open to critique. I believe that I am here to help you succeed, right? Not the other way around. I'm here to help you succeed. So if you have questions, if you have concerns, if something is not jiving with you and you feel like it's something I can improve on, let me know. What are your expectations? All right. So I will see you guys for the first lecture video. I'll try to make them 15 minutes or less per a piece, and we'll get rolling from there. Looking forward to the semester, guys.